Hey everybody, this is Noah. We had some technical difficulties with this episode and had to re-record some bits from memory and context clues. We know the sound quality is a bit echoey since we all record at home for this independent production, but we do care about giving you listeners a good final product. But maybe we can actually get kitted out if you guys like, subscribe, and comment on all platforms. Go, do it right now, even if you're driving. To everyone who did, I hope you enjoy episode 4 of Knights of Desolation.
We, the authors of these updated footnotes, attest to the validity of the 72 potential candidates covered in the original manuscript. 10 remain highly questionable, 4 are outright fraudulent, and 4 have no traceable record. The appendix includes 7 persons who refuse the title outright, including those theorized to be world hoppers from the greater Cosmere. From Knights of Desolation, Prologue, Undertext.
In Azamir, there's a palpable tension in the air as Gandalwa finishes his speech. All of you are on the rooftop, and Sanderson has been asked to lash you guys over the crowd. Luka, this is your first time being lashed in a while. How do you feel, and are you having a prayer lash you?
It doesn't feel great. It used to feel really fun and good because it was always my mom doing it. And it would either be for fun, or if I was misbehaving, she would lash me to the ceiling for a little bit. But it was always with love. And this just feels, it's been so long. So yeah, it's been 4 years since I've felt anything like this. And this just doesn't feel right. I would have prayer do it instead. That feels more like agreed upon from both sides. Consent. It's like the consent part of it. I don't want Sanderson to do this to me, so if prayer can be doing it for me, that would feel a lot better, yeah. This just feels a little off. It feels wrong. It's not the way I'm used to it.
Prayer nuzzles his head up against you, and with the back of the flared out tail, very crab-like and carapaced and slotted like an armadillo, it rubs that up against you, and the way it flicks you at the end gives you the very small lashing as you begin to float out over the crowd with the rest of this group here.
I definitely throw my arms around him, and I've been feeling this. I was trying not to cry because I really miss my mom, and just having him be there for me is a little too much, and I definitely cry just like a little bit. I try to hide it from everyone else, like I bury my face in his little hard neck and just have a moment of weakness before mustering myself back.
The rest of you, all for the first time, feel this shifting in perception as the stiff horizon of the Azamir skyline becomes down, and you feel a tug at your spine as you slowly begin to fall forward as you drift above the crowd until Sanderson or Prayer taps each of you again and you come to a stop. No force is acting on you in any direction, except you feel the wind against your face as you hold in place. Klazmakl clears his throat with a thunderous boom. And what is each of you focused on as the crowd is now paying attention to you?
I'm definitely looking for Hoyt and the Elantrans. Do I see them in the crowd?
You do see them. They are 1 o'clock and 4 o'clock.
Well, I wave at them to try and get their attention while shouting, "Hey, it's me, Luka. Hello?"
Hoyt is looking up at you. He's smiling. He has a twinkle in his eye, a funny look on his face, and is clearly enjoying the show, recording it for later. You see that on him there's a glowing as one of his wrists on his trench cloak begins to glow and move, and it also begins to wave at you. Like the sleeve itself comes to life and starts to wave at you.
I mutter to myself, of course, I finally see them, and I can't go say hi. Ugh, this has been such a stressful day. Stupid mystical man with all of his grins and tricks, and just continued perturbed grumbling. And I turn to look at Pako and Nazir and say, "Did you see that? Look him. His coat just moved on its own."
Everybody else is kind of focused on other things right now.
Nazir's not focused. I thought Pako would say something. I'm not hearing a single word you're saying.
Okay, since nobody hears or answers, Luka pouts just a little and stops talking, but doesn't want to really get too down. So she tries to do a few somersaults in the air and try and enjoy that feeling again, even though it's not quite the same and Sandarum's doing it.
Prayer is paying attention to him.
Quick question. If we're using the clock system, Gondola would be at 12 o'clock, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, Pako is not happy that he's floating. He's also pissed off at Nazir, so...
You're flailing a bit. You're moving around so that your body does rotate a bit. You're not perfectly
seen a frog
still.
in 0 Gs?
As you turn behind you, you see that Hain he releases his hands that are clasped behind his back, and his very stiff posture loosens a bit, readjusts a bit, puts his hat on his head a little further down. He pushes it, and he gets his notes back out and starts to write.
Pako squints his eyes and looks at him. Did you do this?
He raises his hand to his ear and squints at you.
Bugger.
Hey, mister, can you tell us what's going on? What are you writing? Can I see?
He's too far away, and he's ignoring you. He's writing down notes about everything that's been going on, and you guys were rude to him.
I really don't like this. I really do. I storming hate this.
As you spin
through the air. I don't like spinning around. I think I'm going to throw up. He has a pale complexion. Almost, he has sweat on his forehead. Almost a panic in his eyes, like he's going to throw up.
I grab Paco's arm to try and stop his rotation and say, hey, are you okay? It's okay. It's okay. You are fine. Take a deep breath and think of it like swimming. And if you start drifting, do this gently to get your bearings. And I gesture with the arm that's not grabbing him in sort of like a swimming breaststroke motion. And if you're going to throw up, just don't do it on me. Ha ha. And I let him go carefully.
As soon as you let go of him, he just follows you immediately in doing that.
I'm watching Pako still flounder a bit, but he's doing much better following my example. And I say, good. Perhaps you are not such an airsick lowlander. Do you think perhaps you might be enjoying yourself now?
No, I don't.
An intense stare of like anger.
I look over at Nazir. What's he look like? Is he having any trouble, or does it seem like he's having fun?
I'm not moving now. Like I'm like almost as still as a statue as I look out. But there's like almost a little too much of a strong focus in my eyes. I'm like not blinking. It's like kind of unnerving. I'm not blinking at all.
Klazmakl finishes his speech, and Nazir, you're preparing to challenge the Prime directly. Strategies to trap him are racing through your mind. You have all of these concepts and plans that you're putting together, and ahead of you, you see Gondola, the Prime, with your mother standing next to him. Make an insight check.
Don't you dare. I want to say it right now. Don't you dare, Noah. Okay. Insight. I guess, no, whatever. I got a 12.
You see your mother, and she just looks more upset than confused, somewhat disappointed. And
in him?
In you.
Right.
Yeah.
In me?
In you. Behind you, there is a young woman who just grabbed a ladder, climbed onto her rooftop, and now stands next to Hain Hookman. And in a confused but still demanding voice that pierces through the crowd, you hear, Nazir?
I look to my friend.
Tigzir stands there on the rooftop behind you. All of your cognitive processes have been distracted. Everything you were planning to do to the Prime. And then you also see behind her, running across the rooftop, Baxtel. He's red with rage, and he just screams out, Nazir!
You know when like a lot of just really dumb or bad stuff happens to you, and you can't help but laugh. I can't help but laugh. It's you know, it's like a certain cognitive part of Nazir's kind of like slightly like broken. It's just funny. I like as soon as I see Baxel, it's just this isn't serious. Everything's ruined. Everything's about to get worse. I can't help but laugh.
It turns into a cartoon. It's the end of the episode, and in an instance, your bodies, your minds, and your souls are connected to one another and to a land far away. Well, 5 miles away. And in an instance, you pass through physical space, Shadesmar, and a third place. You see this infinitely vast void, but it's also light, but it's also incomprehensible and shocking, seemingly lasting forever until your feet touch the hard rock ground and your brain catches up knowing that no time passed at all. Hey everybody, welcome to for Cremlings In A Pod. This is Knights of Desolation, Episode 4. Thanks for joining us. I am your GM, Noah Tubbs. And fun fact for the week, this campaign is heavily inspired by Magi, Labyrinth of Magic. And Allie and Myles have read that. It's a great series, incomplete anime, but
not how you say it.
That's where I get a lot of this from, what I'm stealing from, along with the Stormlight books. But yeah,
It's Maggie.
Thank you.
it's not Maggie. It's Magi, dude. It's crazy to call it Maggie.
Thank you.
It's a
Thank you.
biblical thing.
I don't know. The Bible
Hear
is
me out.
real.
Hear me out. I'm
Noah.
out of the loop on this. I have no clue what you guys are talking about.
Hi everyone, I'm Allie Lester, and I play Lukai'kualinaki'ashalor, informally known as Luka. Her name translates to the moon which dances upon the ocean, gazing back at the sky. Fun fact about Luka this week is that she's worn her hair in these double Dutch braids so long, it's like basically matted in place. She washes it and stuff, but she never really takes it down. Like, she only really does it every 2 years or so that it can be rebraided, since it starts looking a little weird, like when her hair grows. But other than that, like, it stays in those braids and she does not do anything else with it.
Hi, I'm Andy Cotton. I play Pako. You know, this is for the Pako pack out there. Pako is really all about personal hygiene. You know, he heard about it when he was out on campaign. He really likes brushing his teeth, and he's a guy who wants to brush his teeth after every meal, but understands that's probably not an idea that's, plausible. So he tries to at least hit one a day. You know, he likes to have clean teeth.
Wait. I don't know if there's floss, but like they have to have something. They have to have something.
He uses carved pieces of Kremling shell. It sounds weird, but he boils them for toothpicks.
Yeah, it's toothpicks. It's not floss, but a lot of toothpicks.
I mean, didn't people used to like use like mint leaves or something like in some capacity?
Yeah,
for sure. People chewed on things.
That's what I'm saying. So there's definitely stuff with like the vegetation.
Pako generally has a toothpick in his mouth. You know, he likes to have clean teeth. And for all the Pako pack mates listening here, make sure you brush your teeth today.
I have a question. Teacher, I have a question.
Am I the teacher?
Yes, you're the teacher. You said he learned about personal hygiene on a camp. How old was he?
Oh, he's about 10.
Oh, okay.
He was a very dirty child.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Actually, in most aspects, Pako is very dirty. His feet are dirty. Most of the time, his hands are dirty. But his teeth, he's got a nice set of pearls,
If Pako always has a toothpick, does he use them for like literally anything else, like cleaning under his nails, or is it just for his teeth?
Yeah, he's got real dirty toenails.
He also doesn't wear like sandals or shoes or anything.
Yeah, he's one of those no shoe believers. Yeah, he wants to be in touch with the ground.
He's literally just a halfling that's not a halfling. That's what he is.
I'd imagine like a hobbit.
Yeah. Hello, my name is Myles. I play Nazir Alethlin. And fun fact is Nazir has shit himself more than once.
More than once? How many times?
Probably like 3. Just like during war and stuff. Like
in battle, wearing the shard plate?
Not even shard plate, just normal armor. Sometimes you gotta do it.
Yeah, just in his full like actual normal plate. He's done it 2 because he literally had no choice. 1 was actually out of fear, but he lies and says it was because he couldn't. Yeah.
So to recap last session, we were all in Azamir, the capital of the Makabakam Empire. There, the prime Gondalwa made his speech to the world, declaring the Makabakam kingdom's loyalty to Makabakam alone, and somewhat dishonoring the retinues of the 2 kings that came to visit. You all witnessed many Knights of Desolation and others join you on these rooftops. A Chasm Fiend and a Rashadium came in, and during all that pandemonium, Klazmakl, a young boy, revealed himself to be the Bondsmith of Honor. Now, after he's teleported you 5 miles away, we cut to Oh, Storms, I barely moved us outside of Azamir. That was a lot harder to control with this many people. I've only ever connected 2 lands like that to move myself. So he bows down to all of you guys. I am so sorry, friends.
What in the storms was that? Why was I floating?
Nazir's gonna grab Cosmakl and lift him in the air.
Ooh, I really did foul that one up.
I wouldn't
didn't
do
I?
that. Are you? Why am I here? I was floating. Now I'm on the ground. Now you're picking the guy that can float us up. Are you stupid? What's going on?
He didn't float us. Pako, Cindy did, all right? This kid just actually maybe have ruined the one chance I had to save my kingdom. So excuse me for being a little annoyed at the moment. And I looked at Cosmakl.
As you say his name, Sindarim is going to real quickly, like tap, 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 just touch everyone to suck the Stormlight back up and go, cut the kid a little bit of slack. He's what, like 10? I'm 14. Whatever. Claus, you were an inspiration up there. I mean, no one's going to forget this kid's speech.
Luka mutters to herself, well, it certainly was something.
As you hold him, this boy that is significantly shorter than you, somewhat baby fat, he's chubby. As you hold him, he takes his arm and just goes, "Oh shucks," and does that thing. And he's kind of smiling up at you, even though he's like, "I'm really sorry," and you can tell he means it, but he does not have any sympathy on his face at all.
Cosmakl, do you have parents, Cosmakl?
Nope, I'm an orphan from the war.
Jesus, okay. Collects breath. I put him down.
You were gonna kill an orphan?
No, I wasn't gonna kill an orphan, Pako. I wasn't gonna hit him. I don't hit kids. However,
you look like discipline is.
That's insane. Are you crazy?
You're saying discipline? Anyway.
Were you not a part of the army yourself? Do you not know what the word discipline means? That doesn't mean you have to physically punch somebody.
Dazians, we do a different type of discipline.
And what is that?
We don't hit him.
I wasn't gonna hit him.
Make him wrestle Kremlins.
You're not gonna hit them, but you're gonna make them wrestle Kremlings.
It's pretty fun.
Okay.
You should try it.
Wrestle Kremlings? Aren't they little and tiny? How big are the ones you have?
They're real big ones. About 15.
15?
Sometimes we'll take the shoes away.
What is your unit of measure? 15?
I don't know. I can't read or write.
Okay, Pako. 1 second. Okay, let's do it like this. Everybody raise their hand if they have family. Raise your hand, please.
Pako raises both of his hands. How many cousins? Are we counting cousins?
Blood related? Are they blood related?
Yes.
Then yes, that counts, Pako. Yes.
Okay, I need more hands.
Okay.
Luka, can you raise your hand for me?
Luka only raised one hand and goes, sure, but I only have one more. Maybe we can count fingers and toes?
Okay, thanks.
Just do it for a generality, okay? Does Cindy raise his hand, Noah?
Sindarim, Klazmakl, and True Man do not raise their hands. They're just looking at you guys.
Oh, no, True Man. We're cousins now.
Oh, alrighty then.
Boy, we're cousins, True Man. You're included. Raise your hand. We're family now. You broke me out of jail.
Cindy, how much do you care about your kingdom?
Oh, I mean, I saved all of them. They're my people now, so I'd do anything for them.
Let's say, Cindy, you're the full leader, right? You have full, complete autonomous control of your kingdom, right? I don't really know your situation.
Well, I've got to deal with Erie, but yes, I'm in control of my own territory. Yeah, totally.
Interesting. Okay. I'm going to remember that for later.
Nazir will remember that.
Nazir will remember that. If, let's say, the Irali ruler decided to make a great change that would bring harm to those that you wish to protect, and you in that moment had the opportunity to stop him, and that opportunity was removed from you, what would you be feeling in that moment?
Probably pretty mad. Yeah, mad.
Mad, right? You would be mad, right? Trying to teach this kid empathy. You'd be mad, right?
Look, I get that what happened there sucks, but Nazir, if these are your troop, go back there, fight them, kill them, do something about it. It's not my problem.
I'm gonna turn my back to Cindy. I'm gonna let the wind flow. The wind flows, leaves flutter, and then Nazir is going to sit down and think.
Sindarim is going to just keep his hand on Klazmakl's shoulder. Keep on following your passions, kid. You're a little too young to join my crew, but maybe in a few years.
Quick question: Do
Yeah.
I know Cindy's age? I know Cindy's age, right?
You know that he's probably like 18.
Okay, that's what I assumed he was. Okay, that's what I thought. Nazir's gonna turn back around and say, "Kid, Cindy, you're not much older than him. You're still a child yourself."
Wow. Yeah, that dude. Come on. You're not
What?
like.
You guys are 18. You haven't even seen anything. You and Luka are the same age. Look at her.
I think I've traveled more places than you in the past 2 years. I've been all over the place.
Yeah, maybe in the past 2 years. Congrats, dude. I still have 6 years over you.
Speaking about traveling, where are we?
Well, you must have grown up rich, didn't you?
Rich? I don't know how much wealth it would do me when I spent most of my life on the battlefield fighting people.
Probably fighting from protection from somewhere where like you're not even like on the front lines.
I wasn't on the front lines. I met a herald, kid. I fought with a herald. I fought a thunderclass.
I looked for you and no one knew you. No one said they knew. I was trying to find you and they all said that like it was this guy named Laram.
Laram?
Yeah.
Laram? That's my brother.
Oh. Yeah, maybe he was lying.
Cindy, when you're in a battle or war, there are a lot of moving parts, a lot of people, a lot of commanders, captains, people commanding their own units. There's a lot of moving parts and there's a lot of battles. Do you think that it's possible that it can just be hard to record all that has happened?
Yeah, sure, man. Like, look, I grew up in the slums and now I'm a king. And I don't seem to be getting any credit for any of that. I'm just trying to get to the fourth ideal and, get to become king of Urithiru and everything. And it's just, why do you have to be all up on my grill, man?
Because, Cindy, you have a lot of... I grab him by like the shoulders and I get a little too close. Cindy, you have a lot of power. You have a lot of influence. And with that, you have to take every action with genuine care and thoughtfulness. What did you think of Gondwala? What did you think of our leader?
I mean, that was a good speech. He excited the crowd. He led them. Like, he got everybody on his side. And isn't that your whole thing in Azamir? If everybody agrees, then you're good at ruling?
Step back. 2 steps back. Clutch of the heart. In just disgust. He won't get it. Does he have any weapons on him, or is he the type that only just uses his just shard blade and stuff?
No, he just has his spren on him. He has a ton of jewelry, but he's not equipped with anything.
Unfortunate. Okay. Nazir's gonna look to Luka, hoping for something, anything.
Luka, this kind of thought process probably does remind you a lot of your brothers.
Nazir, I know I'm young, but let me tell you something. I am the youngest of 3. I have 2 brothers, and I love my brothers. But they basically do nothing, and they're kind of stupid. So I kind of had to grow up really quick to deal with their incompetentness. And a lot of what you just said and what just happened went a little over my head. But I can see how much you care about Alethlin and your family, and it does remind me of my brothers. And if there's one thing I know a lot about, it's brothers.
My brothers from 4,000 years ago.
Nazir's gonna raise his eyebrows at that and say, I'm not sure if I want to tackle that. I do have a decent relationship with my brothers, I guess. Maybe. I should.
I'll pretend you didn't say that, but that's good. I think I have a good relationship with mine too, but they have shortcomings, and I've had to deal with some, pardon my Natan, serious shit.
I wish they were
Most
stupid.
of my cousins are like brothers to me. Paco's going to walk over to True Man. Hey, True Man, you got any brothers?
No family over here, man. Just me out on the lake.
No, you're my cousin now, Gulch.
Well, cousin, yeah, you said cousin, and yeah, so anytime I come...
So, you're like my brother, and True Man, he's a good man, Maybe see that you should follow True Man's example.
We just met him. He's like your brother already. We barely know him. No offense.
He broke me out of prison. He's a great big brother. Our cousin.
Indeed, I did. And he's gonna walk up to Cosmere. He's whispering something up at the sky. Does someone want to do a perception on that?
I'll do a perception.
Can we all roll one?
Yeah, go for it.
Yay!
14.
16.
12.
Wait, what did you say?
He said 12.
So with the 16, Luka, you have the highest. You're able to actually hear, "Oh, I'm so sorry, Stormy. I really didn't mean to make the destination sooner. I won't forget the purpose of their journey again." And he's just kind of whispering that up into the sky. True Man walks over. "Good on you, kiddo." And he slaps him on the back. "One step closer to the Purelake. I'll be heading out then." He does a Purelake salute, which is just a hand to the mid-chest, and he says, "Pako lad, when we first met, you said you was worshipping a tree. Still not the worst idea if you would have been an edge dancer, but found anything else in the intervening years that's worked?"
I have found that there is no truth but truth itself, and I'm still boiling down what truth is.
Don't sound like you believe it too much, but you'll get there. And he just starts walking away, heading north.
Hey, where are you going? Wait.
Oh, no, gotta get to the Purelake. It's been a pleasure, and if you're ever around, come find me. If I'm ever in Hertaz, I'll come find you.
Well, I figured I might follow you.
Yeah, I don't think so. That's not how it's gonna work here, Pako. You got other things to do, and I got my things to do.
I don't really know if I have any things to do now that I'm in a curious land and with curious people. Hey, what size is the group we all go to the Purelake?
I think you should go with him.
Yeah, in the moment, Travels Towards Truth is also just going to put her hand on your shoulder. You feel this ghostly, somewhat physical thing touch you. It's chill and cold, and you hear, "You're going to find it soon, Pako. We see it coming for you." Like very creepily whisper in your ear, and then turns back into mist and starts heading towards the true man in his path.
What was that? Anyone else see that?
Only you would have seen that. Oh, actually, sorry. Luka would have seen that.
I've never seen a blessed one like that before. That was so cool. But don't tell her I said this, but also kind of creepy.
Yeah, it seems quite curious.
Truman must be okay if he has a spren, even if she was slightly off-putting. I hope I get to go to the Purelake someday.
Truman's the best.
Exactly how far away from Azimir did we get? Like, do I have any idea where we are?
You can still see Azimir. You know where you are.
So we could go right back to the city, but I think I've done all I can do there, except to get that one fantastical creation I saw. And I start doing some just like light stretches and light cardio, like high knees and kicks and stuff, while we're thinking about what we should do next.
I'm going to go to Cosmere real quick and ask Cosmere, what is your goal?
Well, I gotta be on the journey. I know that. And I also think I'm just going to hang around with you guys because there's a lot of things to experience, and it just seems like the right path at this point. I might travel with other chosen King's candidates later, but for right now, it seems like you guys are the ones I'll be with.
All right.
Yes, okay, they say in the Horneater Peaks that the best companions you find are the ones that are least expected. And you, my little friend, are quite unexpected, I think. Oh, hey, if you're going to be coming with us, you have to know some good jokes. Do you know any good jokes?
Oh, what's the last thing to go through your head when you fall off a cliff?
Wind.
Your feet.
Ah!
That's actually clever.
Oh, that was so great. I'm going to remember that one. All jokes aside now, Nazir, do you need to go back to Azimir? It seems like maybe you have a touch of unfinished business.
Do I need to go back? Yes, I need to go back. But the nature of what I need doesn't really matter in this moment, because I think if I do go back, life would get really, really, really bad. So my concern right now is to not go back. It's to find a way to get way more power, come back, kill the fucking bastard, and be done with it all.
Well, I'm not super keen on, as you say, killing all those fucking bastards, but to each their own, I guess. If we're not going back, where exactly are we going to go?
Right, I mean, hear me out. We can go to Purelake, because I think that's on the way. Maybe get a boat or something. There's rivers in the mountains, right?
Not really, but we have the oceans. Oh, they are so beautiful, and I would love for you to see my home. It would probably be good to check in on everyone now that I think about it. And oh, Stormfather, I sure miss my best friend.
Maybe you go to the Purelake with me for a little bit, and then we go to the mountains, where you're from, and we figure it out from there.
Oh, I love that idea. And Truman will be there at the Purelake, and then we can all become better friends.
I'll be honest with you. It seems like Truman's doing his own thing, and he doesn't want me there because I have to find truth for myself. But I feel like that sticking together as a group seems to be destined. So let's just ride it out, I guess.
Okay, yes. And I turn to Prayer and go, "Hi, my bestest boy. Are you feeling okay? Will you come with me?"
Prayer's going to stick his nose up in the air and give a little sniff, and Freedom is going to fly down and connect with Prayer's head, just like touching head to head, and she's going to go, I think that Prayer wants to head wherever you guys want to go. Luka, he likes your smell.
Oh, I give him a big smooch and like some pats on his head, even though he's definitely a little bit smelly a lot right now. I think a lot has happened today.
As all of this is happening, after Nazir said what he did about getting power and going back to kill Gandalwa, Sindarim is going to smack him on the back, probably way too hard, and going to go, "Yeah, there we go, man. This is what I thought. This is what I thought you would be like the whole time. This is what I've been expecting."
Cindy, are you going to go back and reconvene with your people?
There's a windspren that flies around him like a scarf, and it forms back into Hishki. And she goes, "Now, of course, we must be going, as Sindarim would never leave his friends behind in a hostile city with his other Shardblade who should never be left alone. Now, would he?" "Of course, Granny. And I'd never think of even tagging along with this group in the first place," he says as he looks over at you, Nazir. "Oh, hush now. You've been tapped out all day since sending so many people through the Oath Gate. You were napping in the Palanquin." And his eyes get really big, and he's like, "Okay, well, today was an absolute thrill." And Homelander takes off, hands up in the air, shoots him down like a bird, and he flies off into the sky, straight up, and then takes off towards Azamir.
"Oh, okay, bye." And as he flies away, Luka whispers to herself, "By the blessed Spren, it felt weird for him to bind me, but he sure is handsome."
Yeah, I'll be honest. It seems as though the more powerful Radiance might be a little bit self-involved at the moment. But I think as a core group, we should just travel together, doing interesting things. Perchance maybe going to the Purelake, and maybe going to the mountains.
Pako, that first bit?
Huh? What about it?
Okay, can I tap on I don't need to tap, I can just communicate directly. Are there Spren around these two that you can sense at least in this moment, or no?
I know there's the one that's been flying around, like with the Axe Hound, and the one that just disappeared. Oh, is she? She's coming back, and there's a windspren that zips towards all of you guys, and you can see she's wrestling with something in her hands. She's grown in size a bit, so she can sort of control whatever it is. "Now, you're going to apologize, young Spren. Hiding that far from your Radiant and not showing yourself for 2 whole years. What is wrong with you? What have you been doing all this time?" The smaller windspren in her hands finally stills in the form of a Kremling. She makes a cartoonishly exaggerated frown as she pinches it on a single claw and holds it out with one hand.
Luka's eyes grow huge, and she says, "By the ocean's blessing, a Spren? Where in Alboshar did you come from, little one?"
Is that Kremling something?
"Pako, please be polite. That is a Spren you're referring to. Have some decorum."
Freedom is also going to fly up next to him and go, "Oh, this is a young Honorspren. Interesting. I never met this one. I came from the other side a long time ago. He's quite young, it seems. You're right. Uh, whose might he be? And Freedom is going to just say, oh, easy. That has to be Luka's.
Oh, mine? No, that can't be true. I have not yet deserved the honor of a spren, much less bonded one. Oh, no, that has to be a mistake. I have a long way yet to go before I will have deserved that. I have done a lot, but not enough. And Luka gives a small bow to the little Kremling spren.
The Kremling then forms into a Rishadium and bucks and runs away again, just very erratic, zipping around as Hishki and Freedom begin to chase. And they corner him, flank, and grab it and bring it back over and say, oh, Luka, this one is definitely yours.
I hate to be so contradictory, but I really cannot see that to be true. I have so much more to accomplish and do before I'm worthy of the bond. I haven't even gotten my brothers in line yet. My mother was a Radiant, and she was so much bigger than I am now.
Luka, darling, I have a solution, I believe, if you are willing to listen.
Oh, yes, blessed one. I will hear whatever you have to say, of course.
I have been a Radiant connected Spren for several generations now, before Sindarim, and I've seen what can happen when a Bondsmith amplifies our powers and creates a deeper connection. He may be able to, especially being a Bondsmith of honor, amplify the connection so that we can see what worries this child so.
I would so hate to impose on the Bondsmith. He has done so much today already. But if he is willing, I think that might be okay. And I'm trying hard not to seem eager, but I do glance at Cosmere out of the corner of my eye to see if he's listening.
You didn't even see him walk up, but Klazmakl raises his hand in the air and grabs your hand and is going to just kind of tug you a little bit towards the Honorspren. And they drop down to him, and while holding this smaller, younger Honorspren that has continued to change form and keep trying to escape and buck away, they hold it down and he touches it and touches to you. You feel your consciousness again go to that place of the infinite void, but also infinite brightness. You see a fractured memory of mostly emptiness. And then everything at once. Quick flashes, colors associated with fear spren, with anger spren, heightened emotions and passions. You see death, but not quite, something much worse, a breaking and a shattering. And just before the nothingness, you see flashes of cruel human faces. And then nothingness again.
Luka is so just struggling to comprehend what she just saw and whispers to herself and the spren both, Storms, what happened to you?
Oh, he's so scared of people. Oh no, that must be why he... Oh, I'm sorry, Luka.
Oh, please don't be sorry for me. Like I said, I am not worthy of this honor yet, whether it's mine or not. Be sorry for this poor glorious one and whatever horrible things it has had to endure. Thank you, Klaus, for showing me.
They're very near you, and Cosmere stands in between, and you see he sheds a tear as he backs away from you a little bit. They release him, and he shoots up into the sky and away again. But after you give it a little bit of time, you see a small Honorspren, blue like a windspren, carried by the wind around it, pokes its eye up, and then slithers along the ground, turning into a sky eel, slithering towards you, and then comes up to your hand and wraps around your finger.
And Luka now also tears up a little bit, seeing that against all her expectations, this spren does seem to want to be with her.
Luka, I believe I have eased some of the tension that the young one was carrying, but he seems to be mute, having spent so much time staying away from humans. I do hope you can find a way to help him. It is my belief that honor chose you for a reason, darling.
Where she was just tearing up before, Luka is just straight up crying now and grabs Cosmakel's hand. You have done an incredible service for this little one and for me. I do not yet know if I really believe I deserve this, but nevertheless, I thank you deeply from the bottom of my heart. Oh, as we say in the peaks, May the magnificence of the oceans be with you always. And I try to compose myself just for a second and give him a little peck on the cheek.
Wait, is the Spren like appearing to everybody or just Luka?
Give me perception checks. See if you can
Okay.
look into the...
Cool. Would that be
Cognitive
that would be
space.
like spiritual, right?
It's cognitive.
15.
Would that be deduction or
Yeah, just
No, I mean,
perception.
just perception? Yeah, because that's spiritual.
Sprint are cognitive, but the skills things it's awareness, which is spiritual, but I don't mean nothing. Like
I'm just gonna roll a perception.
Everything blends together in some form or fashion. But like sprint stuff is cognitive in nature, yes. But like, skills can't.
Yeah, there's not
always
a skill
one-on-one
that's perfectly
correlate.
associated with this. So
Yeah.
we'll still just do perception.
Yeah,
Okay. Paco's perception is a 5.
crazy.
Nazir, you see the space in between space. You see that they are holding something, but you don't fully make out its shape. You can understand the outline of it from Thea is also giving you a bit of her perception and helping you perceive what isn't truly there. It's like the feeling of goosebumps, knowing that there is something within your range.
Fee, question.
Yeah, Nazir?
There really is no stopping it, is there?
I don't think so.
Okay.
What are you mumbling about?
Luka is basically speechless right now, but then says, I don't know if I believe what just happened. Super vague, but is having trouble forming coherent thoughts through all the emotions that are happening right now.
Right, and then he walks away.
I'm sorry. Words are so hard right now. Come back. I was saying how hard it is to believe what just happened.
Klazmakl is going to run back up to you, grab your hand, and say, "Believe it."
And just when I'm finally getting my composure back a little, I tear up again and give the biggest smile and say, I'll try.
Oh, I'm not going to interfere. I'm just observing. I just can't put my finger on the scale in any way.
Just checking. Claus can't just talk to the Stormfather whenever he wants, right?
You don't always see him. He chooses when to show up. I think doesn't see him a lot of the time and has to wait for the Stormfather to actually be there when he wants to have a conversation.
Okay, just checking. Nazir, let's go see what's in the realms Pako is doing. But how do you feel? Do you want to go to the Purelake?
No, not at all.
All right. Well, I'll see you.
No. Why would I go? What reason do I have to go with you?
Friendship.
Adventure.
Camaraderie.
I was just saying, I figured that you were our friends now.
So I'm
Seems kinda
supposed to
weird to
drop
me that-
everything for you who I've met for less than a day?
Yeah.
I was going to say Cosmere. Pako, what's my last name?
I don't know. You have one?
Exactly. You don't know. Exactly.
What's her last name? Like
Retract
the last
that.
name you'll ever say?
No, Pako. It's fine. Pako, the point is, you can't just say you're somebody's... Just because you say you're somebody's friend does not mean you are somebody's friend. Bonds
Why
take
not?
time.
It's worked for me my entire life.
Bonds take time to grow. If you can claim that you're my friend, but you know little to nothing about me.
Well, there's plenty of time to learn when you're on the trip with us.
There would be time to learn. However, I must spend my time wisely.
Oh, yep, you agree with me. Let's go. Come on.
No. I have my own things I must do. I do need to get back into my... I have lost my edge, if you will, and I do need to get it back. But also, there's a lot of things that need to be done. One, I do have money on me, but I don't have much. I need to find consistent means of travel, consistent means of food, and I need to find a place that I can have as a base, which is only suitable for me at home. Which also, being a Alethlin, I can also train easily, get people to aid me, and I also need to go to Carbranth because I need to speak with a certain somebody who was at Azamir, but as we all see, we cannot go back there at this moment. So, there's that.
Is the offer up for everybody? Can I come and train with you? I'll take the moan as a yes. You got you got a lot of people who can read me books over there, right?
Yes, but
Oh yeah,
can,
Luka.
I can also just teach you.
Oh, that could be fun. I train every morning, Nazir.
I can read. No, Pako literally can't read. He's illiterate.
He can read, just not well.
Oh, I'm not joking. We can run it back. I know for a fact Andy said he cannot read earlier. 100% Andy said that.
No, I said he can't read. He can like read glyphs, kind of like Kaladin can, but he's not very good at it.
Yeah, basic reading.
I know my glyphs. I don't know the other scribbles that make your words in your brain.
I can fully read and write, yes.
I have a suggestion. I've really been wanting to go check up on things back home. Maybe we can go through the Purelake and then over to the peaks? I've been gone so long, and nobody is as good at wrangling my brothers as me.
Have fun with that, Luka.
Sounds like we're going to the peaks.
Question. Okay, this is something I have to posit to the DM. Okay, we've already established. So you know who I like kind of work with one of my friends who like has the like kind of
Trading
transportation.
business.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I would definitely. I do have cash on me. Or brooms, chips, whatever you want to say. I think I would have like some means of like identification that I'm there. Like I don't know if it's like the
Sure. It would be your
business card or my own or yeah. They travel often, but my concern is there a way for me to try to engage with one of like the ongoing routes and finding one of like the cargo vessels to like have a conversation with?
You would know more about the trade aspect and which routes you would travel on to see more. You would not necessarily come across one of your trading vessels because they're few and far between.
Okay.
You're at Azamir. South of you is Emul and then Tukar, but that's how you would get to like the ocean and go to Carbranth. Or there's also like you would go south around the mountains. It is a quicker path to go south through Emul to get like around the mountains that contain your Etheru. Otherwise, if you go north and around towards the Purelake, that would take a lot longer.
Nazir's main goal in this moment, you have to give a very solid reasoning as to why. Nazir has a very set goal in his mind. He needs to go to Alethlin, his home, and Carbranth. So that is what he needs to do.
Well, you're not the only one with things to do, you know. Did you know there's a Voidbringer warlord wreaking havoc over near Thaloth and Alethlin? Taking land south of the peaks, my home, and that's your neck of the woods too. There's also a militia leader from a peak just over who has been talking about making a coalition. Us versus everyone else. I would like to see how that is going before it turns into a sticky situation. Luka looks down for a second and then looks up with a little smile because she feels like she's making just like the best argument ever.
Thaloth City? Thaloth?
Thaloth. I'm good with either.
Can you give me like a very vague how much faster would it be if we went to like if I didn't make a beeline towards like Carbranth or Alethlin and I went to Luka's home?
It would get you most of the way to Alethkar. So, like, you could go to the peaks and then home on the way, pretty much, no matter what you do. Both of those will set you pretty far off from Carbranth. Quickest way to Carbranth is go south.
So, yeah, so what we would have to do is we would have to get onto the Tashik River and then go south around to Card Marat.
Oh, but point of order, sorry. For the Silver Kingdoms, the river has not yet fully formed. So it's like those are streams, those are bridged streams instead of what will later become a ferry like river.
Okay, so we can't travel via river. We can just.
Yeah, so those wouldn't actually be navigable rivers in the way you're seeing. It'll actually be easier to just walk right over those. But you are headed towards like the Southern Ocean there, not like, or you could go to that inlet that kind of is like the dragon open mouth.
Yeah. So what I was thinking is that we would take the Tashik River south of Azamir and then follow it until the inlet and where we could get a ship.
If we went pure south to the trading thing, they would have ships. I could. Do you guys have any money on you currently, but perchance at all? Like,
No,
okay,
no.
that's what okay.
No, Pako is poor, but Pako has a wealth of knowledge. You can write that down.
If we need to get a ship, I can go south, and even if I have to put something like on a promissory note or whatever, I could probably do it with my friend. But like he was like on the border of the Makabakum Kingdom. I don't think me and Noah haven't like I guess exactly stated which specific section yet. If that's a thing for ship, we can. If you want to go north, we can. I would just need a reason as to why going north would be beneficial for like our journey. That's all. If you can give like anything of like your home can provide any sort of benefit, then I also don't mind going north.
I can't think of any benefit in particular that the peaks could provide Nazir other than like recruiting allies and gaining resources. Luka's mostly just banking on her personal charisma to convince everyone to do what she wants. And as much as I do want to go to the peaks, I don't have any serious qualms going south. Like, I know we'll get to the peaks eventually.
All right. I figure we can go south, take the stream to the inlet, to the delta, and potentially get a ship, and then go to, where'd you say you wanted to go? Cobran?
Carbranth, yes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I got a cousin down in near the delta. Yeah, we could probably get a ship pretty easy and travel that way.
I guess that's fine. You know, I've never been on a ship, but we can go see my home after this, right?
Yeah, we'll do that after Cobran. And I heard they have a big library there. That might help me find some truth.
A trader once told me that there's a craftsman in Carbranth who makes really good bows. Not to brag, but I'm quite good at it myself, you know. And I like pat my longbow, which I always have strung on my back. But maybe I could learn a new trick or two from them. Oh, maybe we could even have a shooting competition.
Yeah, I'm sure. You can teach me how to read.
Sure, I can do that. Only if we get there, though. Do you know how to make the boat go?
Yeah, I'm an expert sailor.
Oh, okay, good. Do try not to get us lost.
Luka, you also know that on your way west from the peaks to Azamir, you passed south of the mountains through Marat because there were rumors that north of the mountains there was something going on there as well. There was skirmishes where someone was claimed to have had a shard blade.
Oh, yeah, right. So Luka grabs everyone's attention, waves her hands around them and says, "One more thing to consider, please. When I came over to Azamir, my community has been hearing about this despot north. People said he has a shard blade. I bet that could be useful. Those swords aren't really my specialty. Maybe one of you two could use it? He was said to be an Eastern Celatalis, however you say it.
Celatalis or Celatalis, I don't know which, but...
Can I actually just do a quick perception check of the area around us real quick, Noah? I just want to make sure there's no one else around.
Yeah, so without looking, it's pretty flatlands with rocks that block certain angles of vision, but for the most part, you know that you are on the pathway. The roads leading away from Azamir in each cardinal direction are rutted pathways of well-trodden stone. If you get lost, it takes a somewhat discerning eye to get back on these true paths that lead between major cities and get somewhat scrubbed with each high storm, which leaves only faint outlines for travelers of the previous week. Though this city is the most well-traveled, it has yet to establish true roads, so these have just been carved over time by merchants, and they have a tradition of planting rock buds or tubers in intentional patterns every mile or so to mark the way for those who come later. So you know you're on one of the paths right now.
With all this discussion about where to go, where is Cosmekl at? And where is Prayer, too? I assume they're both nearby, but I haven't been part of the conversation for a bit.
Yes, absolutely. And Prayer is seated next to him, and he's petting Prayer and has a vine in his mouth that he's chewing on.
Luka.
Nazir, do you like my ideas?
The what is the actual? What are the actions this dangerous person in your homeland is currently taking?
Well, she's mostly trying to get support and spread her ideas, from what I know. I don't believe any real action has been taken yet. Just an activist trying to start a defensive coalition. Who knows when things will take a turn for the worse, though?
Defensive?
Yeah, defensive. Not trying to go out and start attacking anyone, I don't think.
So there's no true immediate danger. This is what I'm going to tell you all, and I will be going. I presume I have 5
Right, we will be
years,
going.
I guess.
But letting the militia leader continue to grow her forces is dangerous, though. You really aren't interested in checking it out?
I believe it's worth checking out. Trust me, I get it. I
Believe
literally nudge my Cosmekl, please stop. Nod my head back to my home. I can understand when your home starts doing weird stuff. I get it. Trust me. The thing is, we need to. Jeez, I'm getting infected by Pako.
Ha-ha!
You need to prioritize.
What do we need to do, boss?
Your
Go to.
Okay, Pako, please. We need to prioritize, right? If you're doing an isolationism, there's probably no immediate threat, right? If your kingdom, home, mountain, place, area, lodging is in any form, getting a little wonky, then there can always be a pivot towards that place. However, what I know for a fact is I can get stronger and get people that will be of immediate help in my hometown. Now, we do have plenty of time to reach there and also to get that help, because getting that help only matters until the point of me reclaiming or doing this battle that Klazmakl was the battle royale master of or something. I'm not quite so sure.
Oh, I like that. I'm going to be the battle royale master.
Luka chimes in, yeah, and me and Prayer will be the winners. Right, Prayer? I pat his head again.
Pako, can you go wrestle Cosmekl, please?
Oh, we're starting now? I'm not ready. And he's 10.
All right.
Thank you.
Pako walks over to Cosmekl and he attempts to pick him up.
Prayer lays across Cosmakl's lap.
I'm going to roll in athletics. Pako rolled a 19.
You pick him up and he offers no resistance. His arms are T-posed out, hanging to the side as you hold him under his armpits.
Gotta love when
He's picking him up like a small child.
He is a small child, yeah.
Aren't you the same height?
Yeah, in and about.
No, Cosmekl is 2.5 feet shorter than you guys. He's a tiny boy.
Pako's
I'm like
short.
5'4".
Yeah, Pako's short. Pako's really short.
Pako's built like a brick shithouse, man.
But imagine a 30-year-old man trying to wrestle his fucking 14-year-old, and they're both the same height. It's like the Cat Williams thing when he fought a 7th grader.
He just picks him up with his man strength, and it just goes, all right, Nazir, I have wrestled Cosmekl.
I don't know if that was wrestling, but anyways, maybe we should make an actual plan now.
Yes, exactly.
All right, now we are walking south.
So that's what I'm going to say.
And he starts walking towards Nazir in a southerly motion. Okay. Nazir, are you walking south with all of us or just by yourself? And then
Pako,
can I put down the child?
You can put down the child. Pako, are you lying about having a cousin?
No, I have plenty of cousins.
Okay. Between my connections and your cousins, hopefully we can make a way through to Carbonath. I can learn about Fabrials, which will be of great use to everybody across the world. And then from there, we can choose what to do. If Luka's home is an immediate thing or we need to pivot there, we can. And then from there, we'll go from there. But I will say, I am pretty confident with my family in Alethlin. Whenever we reach it, we will have a place that we can consider safe. I'm gonna go south.
And you said we can train there, correct?
Yes, they're battle maniacs. They love training people too much, and that smile that you have will 100% disappear, and that's okay.
I doubt it. Sincerely.
Pako, have you heard any rumors lately? Maybe we should pool our knowledge so we can be prepared for anything.
Well, yeah, and I've also heard about the pirate sailing up, but I'm sure we can.
Ooh, pirates. That sounds fun and dangerous. The best of both worlds. Haha.
It's I'm sure it's a sailing pirate queen, so we just got to be sneaky.
She probably won't be too hard to avoid. We got this.
Yeah, when we go to Cabrant, I figured if we just stays up north, up and around, as they say.
Klazmakl?
Yeah. I'm the Battle Royale master.
Okay, Klazmakl.
All right, let's start walking. And Pako picks up Cosmere again and starts walking south, following the trail south as to not make it a 10-footer again.
Let's go south. Let's fully go south.
I look down at my finger to the little spren there. Are you doing okay? Are we making good decisions?
You feel a cinching as it's like responding with the affirmative.
I want to get a read on what type of weaponry does everybody have on them again?
Luka has a short bow, a long bow, and like a small dagger on her belt.
Okay. And then Pako?
Pako has a side sword, a knife, and then he can improvise a weapon.
Pako, are you equally good with the knife and the sword?
Yeah.
Okay. In case of emergencies...
Just about anything, really.
I may need to borrow your sword. Is that okay?
Yeah. This time, instead of just snatching it.
Okay. Fair enough.
Which I'm still a little ticked off about.
Understandable. I get it. But some things take precedent, and that's okay. We'll get through it. That's all I need to say.
Nazy!
What'd you just call me? I'm sorry.
And he can be Poppy.
Yeah. We're on first name basis around here, Nazy.
We're not at that point. We're not at that point. Don't call me that.
Sure. So, Nazir, what do you have?
Quite literally nothing, because I was not expecting to be kicked out of my home. I wasn't
expecting to go to jail today, but I did.
Exactly.
This is a good time to have everybody roll 2d4. So this is how many days worth of water and food you have.
I have 10 rations.
You would have more if that's a thing you actually have. You're good with 10. But that's 10 for like one person.
I think we all automatically start off with 10. Maybe I'm wrong. I have 10 too.
Right. Nazir, you don't have anything on you, though.
Yeah, I don't have anything on me.
Pako has 2 4s just because he kind of lives on the road.
Yeah, Pako filled up before heading out.
Pako has like a whole bag of rations, and then he has like a comically large water skin on his side. It almost looks like he's carrying 2 sandbags just full of supplies.
Hell yeah.
Nazir, I have this dagger. Maybe you should take it. It'll be better than nothing.
I appreciate the thought, Luka, but I'm not really proficient with a dagger. It's not really my area of expertise.
Oh, do people persevere by only doing what they're experienced at? Just take it. If only just to make me feel good.
Okay, all right. I take it. I'll keep it on me.
Freedom is going to fly around and then land standing on Luka's shoulder with her arms crossed and make herself present to everyone and say, Prayer keeps a pouch. There was a really bad week in a crevice. But the nice family that found us fashioned him a satchel, and so he always has some marks and some snacks.
Hi, Freedom. Yes, the best boy must always have some treats.
Roll the d10 for the marks and roll a d4 for the snack.
Should I roll both?
You can for one of them or both. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that's your
gun. That's your gun.
Aha, I rolled a 6. Ooh, that's a 1.
Yeah, there's one mark, and Freedom is like, we got a lot of money. We like currency.
Not trying to be rude, Freedom, but do you know what currency is?
I just figured out what currency is last week.
Oh, great. You just sounded a little unsure there for a second. So you have some. I haven't actually used it before. Not a problem. That's what we 3 are here for. And it does make sense for Prayer to have something, seeing as she's the cutest one around.
Freedom heard you say that she's not cute, and she will remember that. So here's a mea culpa, guys. I'm so sorry for railroading so hard the last few sessions that we are now entering free roam AAA gaming. I need you guys to decide who is rolling for the month, who's rolling for the week, and who's rolling for the day.
I would like to humbly request the day.
Give me the day! Oh, man. Okay, I'll do the month. Give me the month. What do I roll for the month?
D10 for the month and week, D6 for the day.
I got a 9.
And I got a 5.
I got a 10.
10. Okay. Oh, wait. No way. A 10, 9, 5? Guys, with the 10, 9, 5, this has been the weeping the whole time.
Just a damp little crew going on a damp little adventure.
Wet and soggy, and Sindarum really needed to suck out the lashings that he gave to everybody because he was not going to make it back. Everybody's low on Stormlight. This is end of the first week of the weeping. It was also the weeping when Victory Day, like when you guys were called up to be the Knights of Desolation. Everybody was out of Stormlight. That's really sick. Okay. So this is the end of the year. This is the last month of the year. Next week is the last week of the year. We are almost at Light Day. You guys know that in 5 days it's going to be Light Day. Or, sorry, 6 days rather, will be Light Day 111. And that is the biggest holiday of the year across the planet. During the weeping, it's the day the sun fully comes out. So we're gonna have to retcon a bit of what was going on there earlier, but I don't care. I'm glad we're in the weeping right now. Guys, it is the weeping right now, which means this is the constant rainfall and no high storm period where you guys are actually safe for travel pretty much. You have a constant source of water. Hypothermia, probably a pretty big concern during the weeping, but I would assume that everybody on a day like this already wore some water protective clothing made from the creatures of Roshar, which have very water protective coats. The few that actually do have fur, like minks and such. Take a lot of minks to make a mink coat. But as it is the weeping, there is a constant rainfall and there's very little stormlight. So I'll say that everybody at this point is probably carrying just like dun spheres. Unless anyone wants to try to roll against that, but you guys don't really need stormlight at this point. And I would say that Prayer has 1 lit stormlight sphere.
Pako has no money.
And also just to say the date, today is the 5th of Ishitanat, which is 10/9. On our shared Google Doc, you have likely seen the clocks already. So one of them tracks the high storm. So no one actually needs to click that or set that because we know when the next high storm will be coming at the end of the weeping. You also see that there are influence clocks. I have updated these now so that you now see Sindarim, Karshan, and Gandalwa, the 3 major forces that you've encountered so far. Any complications taken during travel or longer periods of downtime can be put into the clocks, but I'll pick who they go to. They will be very significant story things for them. Could be taking down another Knight of Desolation and adding them to their team or straight up killing them. It could be expanding their influence through a region of the world. If it hits a full click, that is going to be a major, major event, and you guys will be hearing about it. The rest of them are probably going to be things that are just happening off screen that you won't be aware of. And since Azamir is pretty safe to travel at this time, Roshar itself incredibly hostile to life, but during the weeping is probably the safest time to travel. So instead of a traditional random encounter board, we're going to be doing an endeavor. The difficulty is set to basic, so you just need to make your successes beat your failures, and you can roll as many skills each day as you have a focus. So if you do one skill multiple times, you're going to take it with advantage for however many focus you're using on it. And I'll let you do 1 plot die per day for individual tasks. So if you want to use all 4 of your focus on like athletics to just try to help the crew move the maximum distance and get as far as you're going, as far as you can go, then you would roll that with triple advantage, and you would be able to use a plot die on that, but only 1 because it's 1 activity. You can also choose to not use a plot die on that task because if you hit a certain threshold, once per day, I'm going to draw 1 card. It's going to be if you have more opportunities or more complications.
Does this actually use up our focus, or does it just determine how many rolls we get?
No, it will not use your focus. That is just how many activities you can do a day while you're traveling. If you're doing all of your athletics, you get 1 plot die on that. But if you do athletics, nature, survival, then you can roll 3 plot die with those. But if someone else is doing a nature, you can pick who amongst you is doing the plot die.
You keep saying cards. What cards?
If you guys hit a threshold of more complications than opportunities, then I'm going to pull a card because I want to make use of the actual Cosmere stuff I got in the mail.
There's no real like exact exchange rate, right? Though, like I think I found like a good base measurement, which basically would like kind of count like an emerald chip as $100, and then like a diamond chip is $2. So with like the math of 125, 50 and stuff, you can easily calculate from there. I feel like Nazir would just have like $150 on him.
I think that's fair to say. But I'm going to say it's all done right now.
Yeah, that's fine. But I just wanted to at least get that out for future whenever we do have to use it, so we at least know in the moment.
Also, be aware that if you travel on a path, you will likely encounter a caravan every day, but you can also maybe go several days without seeing one. You are also more likely to encounter patrolmen on the roads, which at this time you might think they might have heard word of you guys, or like in a few days, they will likely at least be aware of your notoriety. So you can choose to go off-road, in which most of your travel checks are going to be with disadvantage, but there's certain ones that if you're looking for certain nature stuff, that might not be disadvantaged because there's more of it off the beaten path.
How much focus do Claws and Prayer have?
Prayer has 4 focus right now, and Klazmakl has 0 until you fulfill a condition.
Okay.
A condition? Like he has to tell a better joke, or like something actually important?
Or like your kid need like belly rubs or something?
Myles, I sincerely doubt that belly rubs will do anything, but I would love to see you try.
I don't know. This kid's weird, bro.
What if we gave him daily affirmations? Cosmere.
Yeah?
Has anyone ever told you that you look strong?
No, because I probably don't, and I think you're lying to me.
Nah, you got the spirit of a Rashadian.
I didn't struggle at all when you wrestled me. And I know you look strong, and I myself, I know I eat a little too much.
I got an eye for talent, and let me just tell you something, kid. You have the spirit of a Rashadian. Can never be broken.
Make a persuasion check. He's going to oppose it.
23. Nat 20 plus 3.
Opportunity. What is your opportunity here?
I'm gonna look him in the eyes and I'm gonna say, Cosmere, I'm gonna be straight with you. We have to train more. You, me, we're gonna have to do a lot of physical work together. But you're an apex predator guy. We'll get through this. And then I slap him on the back.
Well,
You're a white spine guy.
Oh, maybe he can see my future. I'm gonna train like nothing else.
If I know anything about truth, there's truth in my statement. I wouldn't lie to you. You're strong. And we're going to have to lean on you a lot for this adventure. But I believe in you.
As a part of opportunities, you can just grant a focus. So he's going to get 1 focus here. But he will not reset on the day with focus, is what I meant earlier. He is out right now, and he will be out for a while because he did something insane earlier.
Okay.
Well, I have 10 rations for me, but I can always share. If I have to, I'm sure I can scrounge up some tasty rocks for myself. Maybe even a shell. But aren't we lucky to not have to worry about water, eh?
All right, so we only got about 2 days rations per. I can skip my lunch and starve a little bit. Nazir, how much do you got?
Of food? Nothing.
Okay, so that'll go into the tally, and then Cosmere.
Oh, food. Can I have some?
Yeah. It'll just be your ration for the morning, at least.
Okay. Let's try to find real food sometime soon. That'd be really nice.
Pako gives Cosmere a soul-casted ration bar.
Ooh, kind
there
of
you go.
flavorless.
But but it gets the job done. I like to dip it in water, or you can hang it outside while it's raining, and it'll soak up some
Oh, but it's
And,
raining right now, so I'll just soak it in
Yeah, I
the...
know.
Yeah.
Whenever I find something needs more flavor, I spice it up with a little chol essence, which some of my rations are like dried up chol meat. Would you like to try some of that?
Oh, Chull essence. Ooh, yes, please.
Okay, I hand Klazmakl one packet of chol essence.
You have 2 less rations.
Me?
The party has 2 less rations. Cosmere has eaten 2 rations, and he is full.
All right, Cosmere, that's your ration for the morning and afternoon. But as seeing as though you're a growing boy, I might have to go hungry. Understandable.
No.
I think that it would behoove us to keep walking for a little bit longer. We will stop right around midday.
You guys were teleported away at midday, so you have another half of a day left. Yeah.
Okay, I think we should walk for a little bit longer, till about 2 hands, and he takes out his hands towards the horizon in a measurement to roughly guess the sun distance.
You've got about 6 to 7 hands right now.
Up to about 2 hands. We'll right. We don't really have much in way of camp, so we'll have to find a nook or cranny or cave, something to protect ourselves. But yeah, we can do this. We can definitely hunt.
I've never been opposed to nooks or crannies, but with this many people, I like guys, but it can get a little close. Maybe we can try to find a cave. That'd be fun.
I like to stay in lates, but those are usually harder to find, and also it's only the weeping, so we can probably stay in a nook or a cranny. Sure.
I'll be honest with you. I'm quite out of my element. I'm mostly a man of a ship, and sometimes in a city warfare, I haven't really been on campaign. Nazir, do you have any tips and tricks that we can follow, maybe to build a bivouac?
Nazir's just kind of like looking up to the sky for a second, and then he looks back to you. Tips and tricks on what?
Just to build a bivouac, just so we have somewhere to sleep tonight. Seeing as though you've been on campaign for, like you said, much of your life, you might have a better propensity towards a survival out here.
If there's a need to make some makeshift shelter, I can do so, yeah. I've also had to hunt. My skills with the bow are pretty trash, I'm not gonna lie.
I can make the fire.
I'm also a pretty good cook.
If you guys walk for a few hours, I will need at least half the party to give me athletics checks, just to...
Yeah, I'll give it one.
To spend one of your focus for... Not spend the focus, but spend one of your travel focus. A different unit of measurement.
I got a 15.
15 for you. Okay, that's a success. And then Luka. And does one of you want to give a plot die roll on this?
Oh yeah, that's a nat 20 on the Stormlight die.
Opportunity.
Oh, nice.
I got an 8.
Luka, roll our plot die for us.
And nothing on the plot die, but that's okay.
So 2 successes, 1 failure, no plot die bonus, and 1 opportunity. So you guys are able to make good time, having only half of your day and going till there's 2 hands left. You make it a solid 10 kilometers, like whatever, 7-8 miles or whatever that is. And you make your way south. It's pretty successful travel where you're just heading over a flat road. You guys are still on the actual roadway, and a special day like this, there's not really much to worry about. Most of the people have decided to get to Azamir early or are on their way out, but you're staying ahead of the people that are leaving. And you make camp for the night. And what are the rest of your foci being used on?
I want to spend 1 on making a fire, so that would be survival.
For sure. And you can do that with advantage because of your spark flickers.
My spark flicker.
This is so perfect because I love to hunt. Oh, if it's okay with everyone, could I go try to hunt something up, or at least forage while you both set camp up?
No, by all means.
So yeah, you can do a nature or whatever else you think might be applicable.
With my advantage, I rolled a 7. I rolled a 7 and a 4. So that all of the fire starting stuff, all the fire starting stuff that I carry with me, got wet because it's the weeping. Because it's the weeping, it's pretty impossible for me to start a fire even with the spark flicker. And so, well, looks like I'm just gonna try and stay dry.
Do you want to roll a plot die for that?
Yeah. He got a 1.
So you get to add to it, but there is a complication here.
I try and light my tinder, and it sizzles for a little bit, and then a big fat drop of rain falls directly on it. And Pako just looks at it. Son of a tool storming. In a chowder.
We're at one opportunity, one complication. I also think the wind shifts and starts blowing the rain into where you were planning on sleeping. So you do need to find a slightly different crevice now, is part of that complication.
And he gets up, and then he finds a slightly drier one, but I would say if this one was soaked, the slightly drier one is moist. He will certainly not be comfortable.
And little candles of rain spren begin to form with little blue liquidy flames atop them, and they puddle up and grow around you. But you've found an area where there's still wetness everywhere, but the rain spren themselves aren't forming.
This looks like it's gonna be it for the night. And he flops down starfish style. Can I tell Klazmakl a story to try and bring up his
put him to
spirits?
sleep for sure. He's cold and shivering, and he's curled up with prayer.
Hey, Cosmere, did I ever tell you about the first time I was out at sea?
It's kind of funny how you always start things with, have I ever told you? And I've only known you for about 5 hours.
Well, it was a night kind of like this on the Weeping. They figured that the seas were a little bit more calm, but they always did something similar for everybody for your first time on a long journey on a ship. It was a prank, you see. They told us all the new ones had to stay on top of the ship to mop during the night so the floorboards didn't soak up all the water. To think about it, it didn't really matter. There wasn't really much creme up there. But the ways we found out to survive the night is to maybe hum for yourself. And think of a tune, and that might put your mind off of it. He starts humming to himself and hopes that it would put him to sleep.
Give me a performance. Is that what are our skills? I don't want to just go off my D&D knowledge.
Maybe persuasion, maybe.
Yeah, for sure. Go for it.
I'm gonna roll it. Persuasion. He got a 14.
Yeah, with that, it's good enough that you're able to ease the tensions at the campfire as everybody rests. I'm going to say that Luka is probably still out hunting, but Nazir even is less on edge with your humming and not Shrek to Donkey yelling at you to shut up.
And then he's going to use one more focus to sort of keep vigilant through the night.
Okay, there we go. Roll that out as a that's just perception.
Either perception or survival.
Yeah.
I think it's more perception.
Yeah, sure. Or it could also be leadership, I think.
Okay, yeah, I'll do leadership just because I'm good at that. Okay, he got a 15.
15. Yeah, that's a success. You guys are racking up all these successes despite the problem with the fire earlier and that complication. But do you want to assign any plot die to any of those tasks that you did?
Yeah, I want to put the plot die to the story.
Okay, yeah.
Because I want to make it so everyone's more at ease around me.
Absolutely.
1.
Okay, another complication.
I have a feeling that only Cosmere bought it.
Yeah.
Everyone else thinks I'm full of shit.
I'll retcon that Nazir does get pissed off. Yeah, so Luka, do you want to let me know what you're doing with your focus for the day?
Yeah, I only have 2 focus, which I'll use both of those for like hunting and foraging. And I'll roll survival. Oh, yay, a 19.
That's plenty to find a hive of little Kremlings that you're able to pick them off, and they're going to be good for a stew.
Oh, hello, little ones. I think you might be quite tasty in a stew. But I don't know if we can really get a fire going in this weather, but don't worry, darlings. My teeth are so strong I can still eat you. Something else may be better for the others, though. So I grab a couple Kremlings, but I keep foraging. I think I saw something in the handbook somewhere about something called a Hasper. So I'm going to see if I can look for those.
What does a Hasper look like? Why is a Hasper different than a Kremling?
So they're very similar to Kremlings, but they're more snailish. And they really just come out during the weeping in number. I feel like they would be everywhere. And they can be steamed in their shell, but they can also be eaten raw, which you shouldn't eat Kremlings raw, but I've got those horn-eater teeth, so I can. If you let me, I'll say Luka is just going around grabbing as many as she can find and stuffing them in her bag, unless you want me to roll for it.
Yeah, you would just be collecting them. You're tracking them, you're finding them, you know which types of rocks that they like to camp out on. You've been traveling through the Weeping for the past 4 days now, and you have been able to figure out where they like to congregate and spawn.
Okay, perfect. So Luka's moving through this craggy, rocky area with a grace that she hasn't really shown much, except for her dash over the rooftops earlier. Haspers have not been hard to find, but she's been paying enough attention that it's just dumb easy for her to figure out the kinds of rocks that they gravitate more towards. She hasn't been out too long yet, so her pouch is only about halfway full, probably.
And we go back to have the Lion King 1.5 snail slurping competition.
Okay, I will genuinely cry of happiness if we do that. Please, that is the best part of the movie, except maybe the beginning song. I'll give one more survivor roll for my remaining focus to find more Haspers, because I don't think I have enough yet. 19, and I'll use my plot die as well.
This is going to be our survival plot die on the day.
And that's an opportunity.
That's what I'm talking about!
You find a ton of... what are they called? You find a ton of Haspers. You find a absolute horde of them, as there's one rock in the forest that... And when we say forest, we're talking about very sparse trees that they don't have a huge green canopy, but waving and flowing vines, and every time you move between trees, they retract and move around you. The whole place is living and constantly moving, as if the woods itself is walking as an entire entity, alive and heaving as the ground grows and shrinks at times. You find a small rock that has several Haspers on them, not many. You begin to put some in your bag as the wind grabs your hair and pulls it in front of your face. The small ring on your finger vibrates and pushes it back as your hair is blown backward, as if there's a fan in front of your face, and reveals to you this rock that is covered in the Haspers. Absolutely covered in them. There's at least 50, and you're able to just keep harvesting them one after the other. So much food for the evening. This is as if you would have caught a full chull. There's plenty of food for everyone.
By the oceans, that was amazing. Little glorious one, I failed you there. Thank you so much for your help, my friend. And I give a very deep bow, which I guess it's not towards the spren because it's on my finger, but it's for them.
There is a very timid vibration on your finger. And it's actually going to come off of your finger and in the shape of a Hasper, going to do a similar bow as it sort of spins over on itself. And then as it continues to spin, wraps itself around your finger yet again.
Oh, how lovely you are. I am honored to have you as my companion for this hunt.
There's a vibration of confusion.
Say, little one, I would love a laugh on the way back. Any chance you know a good joke or two or three?
As it only gathers your intention, it doesn't understand the way that you speak. Joke means nothing to it at this time, but you give it its space and you continue collecting and you make your way back to the fire with everybody else for the evening.
Hello all, I'm back, and I hope you're hungry because we found a treasure trove of delicious Haspers. And I dump some of them out onto, I guess, the driest spot that I can find.
Right. What's that?
Oh, Haspers. They're so delicious if you steam them up, but they're pretty good raw too. And I take one and I give it a very light bite to crack the shell and slurp it down.
Well, when you got a horn-eater cook. Eat as the horn eaters do, I guess.
If you can crack the shell, that helps, but only if you have good, strong teeth. Otherwise, you're in for a mildly uncomfortable time, but you can still do it.
Oh, I got great teeth. And he smiles and you see some pearly whites.
Oh my, those are nice. Here, try one, Paki.
Pako does it, and I'm going to see if he likes it. I'm going to roll. Just a straight. He like bites and slurps, kind of like.
If you bite it, you will hurt your teeth.
Can I raise the stakes on it?
Not for this instance, for eating food.
19!
There we go.
Yeah! Right, that was probably the best field food I've ever had in my life. Thank you.
You're welcome. Have as many as you'd like. And I slurp down 2 more, double fisting.
Oi, Nazir, have you tried this? Nazir! Nazir! And he throws a shell at Nazir's head.
Can I catch it?
Nazir, wake up! You gotta try this best food I've ever had in my life in the field!
Paco, can you please, I don't know, not be loud? We don't. It's nighttime. Be quiet.
Nazir, it's probably that. I think the best way to describe the taste is having an oyster after thinking they're gross your entire life. And then people are like, oh, it's like snot, and then you actually have like a really good oyster and you're like, oh no, I get it now.
Are there oysters in Roshar? Like actual oysters? I really hope so. I could eat 100. Me, Allie, not Luka. But also probably Luka.
If you haven't tried an oyster, Pako Pack, try an oyster.
You hear a very loud as Klazmakl finishes his 3 at once.
Cosmere gets it.
You thought he was asleep, but no.
Hear me out. Since we have so many right now, why don't we have an eating contest? I can always get us some more tomorrow. And, today sure was stressful. I just want to stuff my face with something good.
Eating contest? Yeah. I've never been in a contest like that before.
Nazir looks at the food, shakes his head. I'm not going to eat that raw, respectfully. And Luka, I don't think we have any sort of equipment to steam anything at the moment, unfortunately.
I think that you're going to regret that very much when you see how much fun we're having, but I will save some to steam for you. Don't worry, Nazir. Just let me know if you change your mind. You're welcome to join in.
It's like a little rock fella.
What is this rock fella you speak of?
It's a Hodazian saying. Don't worry about it.
Well, I'm not worried about it. I just want to know what it is.
It's you find them on rocks. They're fellas on rocks.
Oh, I get it now. Yes, I suppose these could be rock fellas, but soon they will be in my stomach fellas. Ha ha!
Awesome.
Nazir, what are you doing with your focus on the day?
Honestly, I don't think he's doing anything. There's not much he can just do at this point, honestly.
No scavenging, no nothing, just hanging out by the fire and relaxing?
I definitely don't think he's relaxing.
No, yeah.
I don't have any of my equipment on me. I don't have anything I can, I can't, really write anything. I can't, it's tough. Nazir doesn't care. And I know that sounds crazy. He just doesn't care. It's a very testy time, and a bad environment isn't gonna bother him as much because he's slept in and been in worse. So his concern right now really isn't sleep or food. He's going to actually look at both of you for a quick second. He's gonna fully ignore Cosmere just slurping on some Haspers in the back. Pako and Luka.
Yeah, Nazir?
Yeah.
Sit down near me, if you will.
Pako already was sitting.
Yeah, Luka is also sitting, and she was piling Haspers in front of Pako, Claus, and herself, but she'll scooch a little closer to Nazir.
Pako is very invested in this eating contest.
I respect your ability to remain in high spirits in this moment. I must ask a few questions of you to get a better grasp for what we can all do as we move ahead in the future of this journey, I guess.
Yeah, I feel like you can ask me, and then once they're done doing the contest, they can talk, but they can overhear me and you.
I mean, things can always wait. You'll soon come to understand you don't always have time. Pako, have you ever killed somebody?
Yes, many.
Okay.
Have you? Have you seen the light of a man be released as you choke him out using your bare hands?
I've
Have you
never
killed
had
a
to.
kid? Have you killed a child? Nazir,
No.
why are you laughing? Have you killed a child?
Cosmekl finishes slurping one of the Haspers and goes,
No. Hold on.
I would rather not discuss.
Hold on.
I would
Straight
rather
face.
not discuss whom I have and have not killed.
First off, I had a simple question. If you killed somebody and you went into detail and then later said you don't want to discuss, that's on you. Okay.
I don't want to. I don't. This is bringing up a very dark part of my life. I have killed many people. Yes, I have. Close quarters, long distance. They are all dead, and I carry them on my back. That is not how you open up a conversation.
It
Back
is
to
not
the
how you.
eating contest.
Okay. Can I roll deception to hide from Pako the fact that I respect him a little bit more now?
Yeah, that would be opposed between the two of you.
Yeah, okay. Would I also just roll deception as well, or
that would be your perception.
Yeah.
I got a nat 20.
Opportunity.
Got 13.
You use the eating contest distraction to fully mask your intention and probably join in. You actually do just say, like, give me one of those.
It's a very much of like a solemn, like, at least I know you're not a bloodthirsty like person, and that brings a level of comfort. But you don't know that.
Yeah.
But what do you do with the opportunity here?
What can I do? What are my options?
With normal opportunities, you can also just grant a focus to someone. It just other story things if you feel like a need.
I'll grant a focus to Luka. I'll just help because like Nazir isn't one to like hunt as much, but like he's good with like the after hunting things. Like he can dress, he can like cut apart or whatever, and like cook and stuff well. So I think he's just helping with the flames and making sure like things are actually steamed properly.
Even though Luka wasn't sure a fire or steaming was possible tonight, I guess one did get started. So she's been putting Haspers near it, and I think with the focus and Nazir's help, Luka just locks in and pulls out some absolutely perfectly steamed Haspers, like the most succulent escargot. In the meantime, has Claus been like, how many has he eaten? Has he been eating them?
Cosmekl, he's been cruising through them, and once he's eaten 10, then he will gain focus on the next day. The thing that he was missing was having a big full meal.
He only rolled a 9.
So that was the first round of the eating contest, I guess. He got a 7.
Oh, but I got another 9. Ah, ha, ha. I keep saying I'm eating a lot, but how many do you think we actually set aside for this? Because I'm not trying to like demolish our entire store of them tonight. Just like have some fun with them.
You set 30 aside for the eating contest, but everybody else is kind of joining in. But Cosmekl has had enough to constitute a full meal. He's going to get his focus back on the day tomorrow.
It is me, Luka, the eating champion. Bow before your queen. And Luka slurps just one more for show before settling down and turning back to Pako and Nazir.
Yeah, and you guys continue to smash and have a great meal for the night.
I will say this also. The question that I did ask earlier was also given to Luka as well. Have you ever killed somebody?
Oh, no. Absolutely not. Chose hundreds, but there's rarely a reason for killing in the peaks.
No, this was before you started eating, because this was when he asked you guys to sit down. And then when you give that response, Nazir just nods at you. And before you ask your question, Pako, because you guys both would have been here for that moment, Nazir's going to whisper to you and say, let's make sure she doesn't have to kill somebody. Let that burden be on us.
Can I roll perception to hear that?
Yeah. And they can, and Nazir can stealth here.
I don't think I have good stealth. Is Pako also, is it just me or is it me and Pako?
Just you. You're the only one speaking.
Yeah, that's fair. It's 15.
Literally 14.
12 plus 3, 15. Wait, I thought, you got a 14 out of 15? Ah.
Close one.
Sucks to be you, kid. All right.
What does Pako say?
Pako, using his stealth, rolls a 15.
Oh, shit.
How could we make those promises? I don't think anyone believes at the beginning of their life they're going to kill someone. I don't know if we can make that promise to her.
We can't. But as long as we're stronger than everybody else, then we can probably make sure that a lot of stuff goes our way, right?
How do you bear the weight? How are you this strong? I've
Strong
been
is
trying to
relative.
find truth in it, and I've been trying to figure it out. Why can't I save those that I love? Why do those that I hate have to die? I can't make any truth out of it. Anyway,
Oh, Pako, that's so heavy. I'm so sorry. Say, would it help if I told you a joke?
I think that might help. Yeah. Yeah, tell us a joke.
What did the man say to the boiling water?
What's that?
Rest in peace. You will be missed.
Pako pushes a little air out of his nose and goes, right on that note, I think I might go to sleep. He comes over to his spot and he kind of curls up.
Thea is going to manifest herself in front of Pako and say, we're all going to protect her together, and give you that reassurance before you go to sleep. This is your first time seeing the cultivation spren, but you understand intuitively that this is Nazir's. This is something that he's already connected with, and you go to sleep with the knowledge that you are the one that has yet to see the spren that was promised to you 2 years ago.
I'm gonna look at you actually in the eye, and I'm gonna at least leave my feelings towards you kind of bare, as bare as I can.
There's an empathy in sight.
Yeah. I'm going to just simply give you like a quick like little pat on the back and say, I really don't even have answers for myself. But you can only simply just try. And if it's hard to try by yourself, find those that can help you. And I'm going to give him like a tight squeeze on the shoulder and say, get some rest.
Pako nods and moves along.
Well, maybe you'll both like my next joke more. Good night. And Luka rolls over to curl up by Prayer and Claws.
I just nod to her. And then can I go off to like speak to Thea privately?
Yeah. High spren are appearing in the sky with the stars as if there's carvings out of the space, rain still falling through them. And out in this dark night, you stand behind a rock where the fire only slightly illuminates you, and you speak to Thea, who is wrapped around your wrist again.
What is the form she's taking right now?
Oh, do you want her to actually manifest in front of you?
Yes.
What do you think that she is turning into?
She's usually like in like her more like serpentine eel like form. I think
With a somewhat humanoid head and the blue eyes and teeth that come with being a cultivation spren.
There's a moment of collection as I try to build towards it. The
Nazir?
I can admit I may have been foolhardy and maybe even a bit of a coward. I thought there would be enough time, and then with enough time, there would be someone. There would be someone that would take the step, that would see the foolishness around and make an actual difference and say that this is not how it should be. I hope that the world would amend itself, and yet here I am in a random spot miles away from my own home, now with a ruler who thinks himself more than even a herald. A person with no real merit, no value to the world, just no real, I guess, spirit of life. He's like a mockery of all that we are. And here he is, standing on his high horse, spitting on the image of what his forefathers made, and yet that is only something that is repeated through all of these other Knight Radiants, and I just... It makes me mad, but also disappointed.
Me too, Nazir.
If I fail along the way, is that okay?
We're all gonna fail.
Though I often wish that we couldn't. Nazir's gonna stand, like he was like kind of sitting down on the ground. He's gonna stand. I'm gonna outstretch my hand, prompt her to kind of like make a hand herself.
She reaches out and weaves around your hand, connecting the two of you, binding, wrapping between your fingers across the back of your hand and down your wrist, down your arm.
I'm gonna kind of like double up on it after, like with my other arm, and say, "Are you ready?"
I've been ready for 2 years, Nazir.
I'm going to inhale deeply, reimagine the visage of my mother, Tixir, of the great applause of stupidity that my people went through, of the constant layers of all these radiants.
The rain begins to fall harder. The wind picks up and gathers around you.
I'm gonna even move towards the image of the... I'm not calling them my companions yet. The people that are within this little camp with me. Of a young girl that is unsure of her state of her own home. And a man that also does not enjoy taking life. And I'm going to say, with a whisper, only to myself, for only to me does it really matter. Life before death, strength before weakness, journey before destination.
These words are accepted. The Knights of Desolation are Andy Cotton as the Pako, Myles Johnson as Nazir Alethlin, Ali Lester as Lukai'kualinaki'ashalor, and me, Noah Tubbs, as everything else. Cover art by the incredible Aria Barra, at ARIIRF_ on Twitter. Music by Net Denizen Lane, aka Lane, and special thanks to Arjun Joshi, my deputy DM. Thank you for listening. Smash those like and subscribe buttons. You can find us on Twitter at 4Cremlings with number 4. If you have any suggestions for names, flora, fauna, new spren, Silver Kingdoms era lore, or any other thoughts, leave a comment or email us at 4Cremlings@gmail. Still the number 4. Thank you to the legendary Brandon Sanderson and Brotherwise Games for this amazing world and system we get to play in. See you in 2 weeks as we continue the journey of the Knights of Desolation.